Hello students, today I will be covering the remaining portions of the chapter end of bipolarity. Basically these are the sub-added topics by the CBSE. So first, Commonwealth of Independent States. So as you know, after the disintegration of USSR, what happened? You know what are the causes of disintegration. You know what happened after the disintegration. So one of the event that led to the formation of CIS. As you know that there were 15 countries in USSR. So after the disintegration, these countries they became independent. Earlier they were a part of union where everyone was together, a union, a unit. They were together as one. But after the disintegration, they became independent to take their own decisions, though they formed an organization where they were together again, but this was not the formal organization, it was earlier. Okay, so after the disintegration in December 1991, three countries, basically Russia, Belarus and Ukraine, as they were a part of USSR, they formed an organization, that is CIS, Commonwealth of Independent States. And later on, other countries, Armenia, Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, Turkmenistan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Moldova, and Kyrgyzstan, they have joined the organization, excepting the countries of Baltic Republican. And you know the three Baltic Republican countries surrounding the Baltic Sea, that is Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. Why? Because they have formed or they have joined another organization, that was European Union and NATO. Now the objectives. The objective behind formation of CIS was to cooperate, only cooperation. But on what issues? Political, economic, environmental, and other influential issues. Okay. Next, the CIS aims to promote what? The coordination of its members. Again, where? Trade, finance, lawmaking, security, to support democratization and cross border crime prevention. Okay, it was also participating in the UN peacekeeping forces. Now, as you know, that after the disintegration, we have read about a shock therapy. Now, what happened in shock therapy? Shock therapy was basically the transition or the change of the political ideologies as well as the economic ideologies, like from communism to capitalism, authoritarian to democratic. So, why there was a need to shift? Because they have tasted the development, they have seen the development, they have realized what is actual development and where, under which circumstances we can have the actual development. That is why they were demanding for democracy, where people will be free, where people will be equal, where people will have rights to actually take their own decisions. Okay, and that is why this was a demand. Okay, CIS was promoting a demand of the people that we want a democracy to be set up, and we will look after the border crimes. Okay, we have read about the mafia emerged. Yes, after the disintegration of the Soviet Union, mafias emerged. There were people who were asking for different state, who were asking for a different country to be formed. Within the country itself, people were fighting civil wars. So, in order to counter all this, a CIS was formed where these countries will come together and they will go for a perfect solution of the problems. As they were one earlier, they were going through the similar kind of problems, and in order to tackle, they'll go together with the for the solution. And there is next, the term is hybrid regime. Now, what is this hybrid? Meaning a mixture, but this was a mixture of political as well as a political regime of authoritarian and democratic. So this was a mixture. It was not neither a complete authoritarian nor a complete democratic. So the struggle was to turn into a complete democratic one. Okay, and hybrid regimes combine autocratic features with democratic ones. As I've told you, they had the combination of autocratic with the democracy. Okay, and holding political repressions and regular elections. Now they wanted repression to be there. Okay, and regular elections should be there. Okay, and the citizen in each of these countries were bound by the frustration and disagreement stemming from fraudulent general elections. Okay, the elections were not, they were fraud. Okay, they were doing elections but they were winning by fraud. They were doing fraud and they were winning the election. So people showing the disagreement because of this. And that is why there was civil disobedience against the government. Okay, they collectively they were protesting that we will not obey the government anymore. Okay, and as you can, if you go and find out about the CIS, then you will hear names like Rose Revolution, Tulip Revolution, Orange Revolution, Twitter Revolution. So these are the what? These are the symbols. Okay, these are the symbols which they have used, like rose was a symbol, tulip was a symbol, orange, Twitter. So these were the symbols that they have used. Okay, this was just the symbol they've used for the revolution. But this revolution was there in the CIS countries in order to bring democracy. That's it. And during these anti-government demonstrations, citizens demanded strict obedience to constitution. Also, respect for political and civil rights and organization of free and open election. That's it. These were the demands of the people, that why they were protesting against the government, and these revolutions for why they were revolutions for in order to bring democracy. That's it. So this is the map of CIS countries. Okay, Russia, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan. These are the Central Asian countries. Ukraine, Moldova. All right. So you have to go through the map, and these at the this left side you'll see the Baltic Republican countries surrounding the Baltic Sea. Arab Spring I'll discuss in the next video, and features and function of CIS. So now where is the headquarter of CIS? It is in Belarus. And this is, remember, this is not the successor to Soviet Union. Okay? This is just an organization that too informal. Okay, they are not one here. They are coming into cooperation as an independent nation. They are independent now. Earlier they were one. Now everyone is being fragmented. Now they have their own sovereign decisions to be taken. Okay, and they are meeting periodically. Okay, and the capital at the capital of the member countries, and the venue changes. All right, and they shall serve in developing and strengthening trust, mutual understanding, friendship, and cooperation among the member states. Okay, so tomorrow I'll discuss the Arab Spring. Thank you.